For the third Spider-Man film, they went with a new suit for Spider-Man which Maguire and Garfield were not suited for. However, due to its violence, general moviegoers have been disappointed. The recent COVID-19 pandemic has been difficult for those who work in the entertainment industry. But this new blockbuster looks to be a promising sign. This film's marketing promised that it would bring in some elements from other Spider-Man films, such as Melina Zoc, Dafoe's Green Goblin, and Jamie Foxx's Electra. The film's marketing promised to incorporate elements from other Spider-Man films. Fans speculated that Tom Holland's Peter Parker would team up with previous Spider-Man actors Maguire and Garfield. There is no marketing campaign available for the Spider-Man No Way Home movie. This is likely to keep many of the film's secrets hidden until it is released in theaters. Spider-Man No Way Home's marketing was pushy and uninformative, but it still managed to be successful with both critics and moviegoers. The Spider-Man suits that Reeve and Garfield wore had to be recreated in the new film. They were recreated after 20 years. When adapting Spider-Mans for the big screen, care must be taken to maintain the authenticity of their suits. The suits from filming might have guaranteed the realistic effect that Spider-Man would have, but the actors' costumes were either missing or destroyed.
We were recreating the original suits from the previous movies so that the characters looked like they just stepped out of those worlds. The original suits that they actually wore on set are either missing or destroyed. It was really interesting to recreate them because technology has changed so much since they were first designed.
It would be great if these costumes had been preserved, but unfortunately they haven't. We can probably assume that they weren't in great condition when the first Spider-Man movie was made in 2002, 19 years after Maguire had begun wearing the suit. Certain superhero costumes, such as the Spider-Man suit, do not have longevity as a major factor in their design, with the materials used prone to degradation as time goes on. That's why, on big productions, there will usually be several sets of costumes. Production teams know that big productions lead to wear and tear. More interesting, though, are the opinions of fans who have seen the suits for themselves. They all admit that Hayes did a magnificent job of recreating them in Spider-Man. The decision to remake the suits to an almost 1:1 degree makes sense, as it gives us a chance to connect emotionally with these different versions of Spider-Man. It also allows filmmakers to show that each version is different. Some fans have, however, criticized how Maguire and Garfield's characters seem to be somewhat frozen in time despite their lengthy hiatus from the big screen. In a scene where they compare histories with Holland's Peter Parker, the pair seem to have not fought any other villains from Spider-Man's colorful rogues gallery outside of what fans saw in their movies. Fans were somewhat frustrated at the lack of insight as to what each character had done since their films, and slight modifications to their designs may have indicated some additional history. Hopefully, with the improved technology that Hayes references, the suits seen in Spider-Man No Way Home could be preserved for posterity, or maybe even some future appearances and redesigns down the road.